How important is understanding your audience to informing your writing?
It's of the utmost importance. And for people starting out in this business, the first 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you might be in 2 or 3 different places. And the audience that you have there, most of them have grown up in the area that you're in for your whole life, their whole lives. So they know the history of things. A really good example of a time that I totally screwed that up was when I first started in Lexington. There's a high school basketball tournament named after a guy who was really instrumental in desegregating the high schools in Lexington. His name was St. Roach. But when I looked at the name of the basketball tournament in the paper, I assumed that it was St. Roach because I'd certainly never heard of him. I thought it was the name of a high school or something. So I called it on TV the St. Roach Classic, and it's the St. Roach Classic. And so I totally screwed that up. People called the newsroom, they sent emails, the whole 9 yards, because everybody locally knew who that man was, and he's really an important historical figure here. I screwed it up and got it wrong. That's going to happen because you're not going to be able to know every single thing that's gone on in a community for the last 80 years when you first start somewhere. It's just impossible. But what I would say is there's so much information out there that if you're going to a new city to start a job, read up on it, because there are people in every city in America that remember a game in 1972 and how, a certain team got screwed over because of this or that, and they remember those kind of things. Specific to me here in Lexington, Kentucky, people hate Christian Laettner because of the shot he hit in 1992. People here are not over that. So if you say anything good about Christian Laettner, people will look at you a little bit differently. And sports is such a personal thing for people. There's such a passion and it's just a part of who they are, diehard sports fans, that you can't offend them like that. So there are certain, you have to know the history of a place where you're going.